morning. This is the New York session stream, taken out as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell because we're live every weekday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern to 12:30 p.m. Or not to 12:30 p.m. That is 12:30 p.m. Watt, West African time. With that being said, let's get into the charts. All right, good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing? Yeah, apologies for the late start to the stream. Was preoccupied. I actually wasn't gonna stream, and then I saw, the move hasn't really, well, you do have a move that has played out on the 4 hour, right, which is this push up right here to fill the rest of this range going up. So you had that play out on the 4 hour. Yeah, whether or not we would have actually had entries would depend on, let me see, so how did this 30 close? 15. Yeah, potentially we might have had entries off of this 15-minute closer right here. All right, off this 15-minute closer. Actually, no, we wouldn't have had any entries because you see here you have no bottom wick, so with no way we would have taken this without a bottom wick, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So yeah, let's do a quick breakdown, quick analysis, and see what we can get for today. All right, yeah, okay, so it's a new week, so let's take a look at the yearly time frame once again. All right, so pretty much still in the same areas, right? Still rejecting this level here at 191, right? Still rejecting this 191 level. And then eventually, if we end up flipping here, you might continue to drive through, fill this wick to the left, and eventually the rest of this range up to 215, 216 areas, right? So we'll see how that plays out in the long run. All right. In terms of the monthly, of course, our levels are still staying the same here, right? Levels are still staying the same. Right, previous monthly close below 190.3, so we were anticipating that price was going to continue down here, right? That we were expecting that price would continue to push down here, just based off of how we've closed in the left, right? So here we close below, here we close inside this level or inside this range, right? We had a top wick, drove down, continue to drive down, right, towards 180.8, give or take, right? And here we have something similar, right? You close below this level, right, inside this range, top wick, drove down, right? So at this point we're just concerned about where that top wick is, right? If we're gonna mirror these moves to the left, right, if we're gonna do something similar here, we're just worried about where that top wick is, right? So our potential areas for top wick started off with well, it's 192.42, right? But you see that we've already tapped into that level, and instead of rejecting, we had the initial rejection, but we found support, and now we continue to drive up. So if your job here with what we're looking for now is to create a steeper top wick, where can that steeper top wick be? That steeper top wick could be at 195, right? We do have a level here. We do have a potential level here. All right, so yeah, you might get that steeper top wick at 195, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Moving on to the weekly now. So yeah, so weekly time frame lines up pretty nicely here, right, in terms of those levels that you marked up on the monthly, right? So you have your resistance level at 195. Your next level here. So this monthly level is what? All right, so this monthly level is the site of our our potential top wick, right? But what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna extend this. Up here, all right? Because you do have multiple rejections off this level, this 193.53 level. So here on the weekly, you see price came up to 193.5, couldn't close above, held support or held resistance, and you had to find support. You had to find support over here. My fault, yo. I'm mad tired. you gotta find, it has to find support over here at 191.8, right? Yeah, so I mean, you look at price here and you see multiple closures or price driving off of this 198, right? Multiple times, right? So here you have a closure, here you have price driving or holding this 191.7 level or 191.8 level. You have price holding it at both resistance here and support here, right? And it's, you see some pretty heavy pushes from those levels, right? So here you held it as resistance, you drove all the way down, right? You tapped into this level up here, drove all the way down, and then something similar here, right? Came to this level, held it as support, drove all the way back up. So now look what we did. Last week we closed above, right? Last week we closed above this level, right? So now what am I expecting price to do? Well, I can look to the left here. You see here price closed above, but it already tapped into 193.5. Let me see. Is this the level here? Let me see. Yeah, so something similar here, right? You have price driving off this level as well, right? Coming down, holding support, driving up, and you have price respecting this as resistance. So this is a pretty significant level here, right? It's a pretty significant level here. So you have price closing above, you've come down now, you've made that bottom wick, right? You've made that bottom wick towards that level. So I think here minimum you should see 190. Well, you can't really discount this level right here because you have this 193.53 level, right? So you can't really discount this level, but I do think the way you're forming here, the fact you're holding this or you closed above this level. Well, what's good, my brother? How fun? How you doing, man? So yeah, because you close above this level, I do think you should be good to drive up to 195, right? 194.97 here. But yeah, you wait for entries, right? You gotta wait for entries because you also can't discount this 193.53. You can't really discount that. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. Let's put this up here. All right, cool. So yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, you're coming up right now. So those are the initial entries that we missed because we were sort of. Now, which of the accents? Say it fluctuate, wa? Not so heavy. You know, I need to have general appeal, you know, so that our Igbo brethren we subscribe. You get me? Say na Igbo man. I be Yoruba boy. Say na Igbo man. So yeah, we're coming up right now. So these initial buys here, I would like to be part of this initial buys, but we're a little bit late to the charts. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for price to tap into 193.42. I would say once you tap into that level, you'll see how price reacts. So price is either gonna continue to drive, yeah, so they're gonna continue to drive, or you'll see a rejection and, you know, back to the downside, and we can look to take advantage of that somehow. But yeah, I mean, the price action in this range is pretty clear though. You have some pretty clear price action. You did close above this level on the daily, which is also the weekly level, bottom wick. Now you're driving up to fill this range up towards 193.42, right? And that 193.42 is heavy rejection area. So yeah, given that we're already this close, you probably wanna hold off, right? Hold off, let price tap into that level, and then see if you still have a move to consider. All right, let's see. Let's move on to the 4. Let's move on to the 4 hour. All right, so for the 4, let me see. So your 4-hour levels, you got this level there. Let me see. Yeah, your 4-hour levels are a bit I don't want to say they are not clear, but let me see. Yeah, I mean this level down here, right? So you've sort of faked out or faked back into that level, and then you opened up early. Yeah, I probably should have traded early Sunday actually, or sorry, last Asian session. So yeah, Sunday. I could have probably gotten some good moves on the way up, right? We could have been in there pretty early on this push up, but unfortunately I wasn't on the charts. Yeah, but yeah, you've established this support though, right? Yeah, so you've established this support. The 4-hour closed above this most recent high right here, right? You've closed above. Now you have that bottom wick. Price pushing up. Where is the daily level again? Okay, so that's the daily level. That's this 4-hour level. Yeah, so we do have this range here that we can potentially play. We could potentially play this range here, going up towards 193.5. But if we're gonna play this range, your full TPs are actually gonna be at this level, right? So because there is no guarantee you're gonna drive past this level. Yeah, especially with the daily, with the way the daily is forming, with the way this weekly are forming. Yeah, you might continue to drive beyond 193.5, but because my full targets would be 195 here, right? My full targets would be 195, so you might continue to drive through here, but you want to be wary of this 193.496. At least on the lower time frames, you might actually reject that and come back. So even if you go BE as opposed to closing profits, you might just get stopped out at BE, which is it's not a bad thing. It's better than taking a loss, but yeah. All right, so price coming up here. Let's see what happens. Let me just do the hourly real quick. Let's see this hourly level real quick. Man, I'm tired, bro. Let's see these hourly levels real quick. Dun, dun. Yeah, we flying right now. Yeah, we're a little bit late to the charts here today, so the moves might actually be done, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, these are looking like our levels for now. Yeah, closer above, bottom wick. Yeah, so these are looking for our levels right now. It's just a matter of the entry. All right, just a matter of the entry, but we might not even get a chance to enter this. We might not even get a chance to enter it, but we'll see. $193.5. Yeah, all right. So yeah, these are pretty much our levels. We'll see. We'll see Wagwan. Yeah, we will see Wagwan. We will see Wagwan. Hold up, did I just move something? Eesh. My fault. Yo, I'll skip. You, man, I'm trying to sleep, bruh. I need sleep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. Currently, we have our current targets at 193.5, right? 193.496, right? I mean, you close at this level, so this hourly candle could still always flip. Yeah, we are. I would have preferred to be in there. I would have preferred to be in there. Not even New York session. I would have preferred to be in there during Asian session. All right, so around these areas here, when this push first started, I would have preferred to be in there then, but I was looking at this and I was like, oh, even if I was here early New York, I wouldn't take a position here because I wouldn't have an entry. Because look how this 15 closed, right? Let's look at the 15 close. Look at how this 15 open. So my fault, yo. Lord have mercy. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, let me see if there's news. I'll stay for this next 15 minutes and then I'm gonna go get some coffee or something, and we'll wait for the hourly close. But yeah, I see what you, I agree with you. Like we are a little bit late. I feel we could have probably gotten some type of entries. I mean, this 4 hour setup right here, that's a, you currently don't have a trading account. I don't understand why. Why don't you have a trading account, bro? The best way to backtest is to take entries on the live markets. Ah, gotcha. I withdrew my money. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I feel you. That's why I'm going with the prop firm route. No fear, if I get what is it called? If I get funded, if I get my first payout, I'll do a free challenge giveaway. I'll do free challenge giveaway. And since now only you they show stream, let's say you go win them automatically. So just the pray say now this month where I go get funded. Alright, so let's look at this 15-minute closer. So no more news, right? We look, no more news. See this 15-minute closure. Normally, let's look at this 15-minute closure now. So a 15-minute close, I mean, we're still respecting this level here, right? On the 15. Yeah. Where is that level anyways? All right, right here. Yeah, so I mean, you see all these rejections from these levels on the 15, right? This level, give or take, right? You got this, right? These right here. So you're still below a potential level of rejection here, right? So I mean, you're pushing up right now. Looking at the higher time frames, I do think you're gonna continue to drive up here, but it's not really an entry for me. I can't really take that. All right, it's not an entry I can take. Yeah, we're driving up here though. We are driving up here. Yeah, I might have more luck looking for the reversal as opposed to taking the buys here. Thanks in advance. Nice one. No one, no one. All right, let's see. At least there's still volume, yeah? As long as there's still volume, I don't have an issue. But once volume starts to die down, we'll call it a day. Yeah, you want to be careful around these levels, right? You want to be careful around these levels, these highs. Yeah, actually, so I put this there. Cool. All right, let's see how this pans out. Yeah, I'd be surprised if we, well, never say never. Never say never. Cause I mean here, you're looking at, we look at this, right? Let's look at this right here. I love it. Take care of this. So look at this candle. Where is it? So yeah, look at, so this closed above. Yeah, so I mean this, we could mirror something like this. I mean, we've already gone past it, right? We're rejecting 193.496, which is also the weekly level, right? It's also the weekly level and the monthly level. So like we said, once you tap into this level, you're gonna see a reaction, which is what we're seeing right now, right? So now it's just a matter of what this price wants to do after reacting from that level, right? Are we gonna continue to push our way up here, or are we gonna start to drop, pushing down for a potential damn, yo. Yeah, let me get coffee, y'all. Give me 1 second, man. I'm knocked. Not sleep in my eyes. But yeah, we're just waiting to see how this hourly wants to close here. We are waiting to see how this hourly wants to close. No need to take anything prematurely, right? All right, close. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. Vibe out. we're back. Let's see how this hourly is closing in about 4 minutes. So sorry, 40 seconds. Yeah, I can't take any sells, sorry, any buys off rip, right? Because we've already tapped into that level now. We already tapped into that level, not quite exactly the level, but still around those areas, right? So you're free to drive down if price wants to drive down. You're free to do so now. It's 4 hour rejecting, you're coming back. Okay, so the hourly just closed. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, that's interesting open. Now here's the thing with this open. Now I can't really take a wick entry because we have tapped into 193.496. If we never tapped into those levels, I would probably take a buy a wick entry, right? I'll probably take a wick entry. Yeah, it's just some retracement here, but at the same time we can't really take any buys off rip, right? I can't really take any buys off rip unless, let me look to the left here, unless this is a stand-in or this is a very clear support. Let's see this shit, yeah. So are we above this level here? Are we above this level? Yeah, with where price just closed, I cannot really take anything off rip at the moment. Yeah, because we're sort of inside this range now between 193 to 193.4. All right, we're sort of inside that range. I could push this down, to be honest. I could just push this down here. Goes down to 191. 191. I mean, yeah, potentially, because I mean this 4 hour level had never actually closed above here, right? So you never actually closed above this 4 hour. And if you look to the left here, most times that you did close respecting this 4 hour, you tend to drive down, right? After making a top wick. So here you close respecting or around these 4 hour levels. You came up, top wick, drove down. Same thing here. Close respecting, top wick, drove down. Close respecting, top wick, drove down, right? So in that case, you if you're gonna mirror those moves, you're gonna start to head down here for at least a steeper bottom wick, right? Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. I'm just trying to see what level have we used to really push up long term. That would be this level here, right? At this as well. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what happens. 191.18 to test and push to the upside. 191.18. 191.18. Yeah, I couldn't really tell you. I couldn't tell you what price wants to do here long term, because I mean we're tapping into this level now, so this rejection is expected, right? Tapping into this level, but we might just continue to drive up here to 195 levels, right? we just might continue to drive up here to 195 levels. So we'll see exactly what happens though. We'll see exactly what happens, but you want to be careful at this point and let price show you its hand before you take any positions. Right, because now you've come down. Right, you've come down now. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the hourly level there, and then so full TP. Wait for the market to play and give us a charge. What's a charge, man? What's a choach? I know that's probably a abbreviation for something. I've never seen a choach. What's a choach, man? Ah, change of character. Gotcha. Yeah, for now don't really see much happening here because this 4 hour now tapping into 193.5. If we never tapped into that level, I'd still be actively looking for buys, right? But because we have tapped into that level, we're free to drive down here, right? You see multiple instances of price driving down after respecting this level, so you know that's something that might play out here. In terms of actually taking those sells, I mean, look at the way we came up here. So you do have some range to play right here. All right, you do have some range below this level to play, but you actually have to close below the level first. All right, so we'll see. Let's see how this 15. Yeah, you have to close. I'd say you need a closure below here. All right, yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens. I think you can still continue to make a bottom wick here towards 192.87. If you end up closing below that level, then you know we can take some sells. If not, if we keep on respecting, then we're gonna have to wait for price to either, you know, start pushing back up and giving us some indications for the buys, or to close above eventually. All right, so we'll see. 30-minute, 15. Yeah, it's an interesting formation on the 15, huh? 15, previous 15 closed no bottom wick. Now we're coming down. So I mean, if this 15-minute closes bullish, there is a possibility there that you might start to drive upwards. There is that possibility. Yeah, bottom wick. So 15 closes back above. Bearish. We wait to see the end of the 5-minute candle. Yeah, I'm actually waiting for the 15-minute candle. Wait for the 15. So yeah, you're rejecting down here, which is decent. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if I can just see a 15-minute close below, I'm chilling. Learn that from me. Shit. Glad I could be of some service, man. Glad that I could point that out. Yep, gotta be patient, right? Gotta be patient, because you see what happened. See those trades, those losses I took last week. We actually ended up last week profit. Well, break even more than profit, but we ended up, even though we took those bad losses, we actually ended up break even in profit, but it wasn't that much in profit, really just break even. And those positions, the losing positions we took last week, we got in off on those positions because we weren't patient, right? We didn't let the move sort of develop or really make itself. We didn't really wait for the entries to really solidify, right? All right, boom. So there you go. Now you push down, you tapped into this level. What are you gonna do at this level? Are you gonna keep driving down, or are you gonna see a rejection topside? Let's see what happens. So now you tap this level. If we can start to push up here and this 15-minute actually closes above this level, you have your vantage point here is about 18 pips. You got this range to play with here. You do have that range to play with, so yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Yeah, because I mean, look to the left here, right? You see price here, right? Held resistance here, support, drove up, right? Held resistance, support, drove up, right? So you might have something similar happening here. You just got to keep in mind you've already tapped into that rejection area, right? But if we can start coming up here, we can start forming structure topside, then 195 is not so outlandish. Well, maybe for today. Well, no. Yeah, I mean, from these highs we're what? From these highs we're about 150 pips away, so that's not crazy really. That's nothing so crazy, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see how we close in 5 minutes. Hour 30. Probably look the liquidity at the top, and right now heading to Asian lows. And Asian lows would be 192.452. Yeah, so yeah, that's potential. That could also happen here. That's also something that could happen. But because we've already formed this support, right? Because we formed this support at you know, quote unquote, those Asian lows, or this level of support right here, because you sort of established that support before we drove up, price, I do think price has a good chance to actually hold, right? We have a good chance to actually hold this level here and continue to drive up. How long we're gonna continue to drive up though, I don't know, right? But if this does eventually come down and close below 192.868, then yeah, I do think you're gonna drive down for at least towards those levels, towards those Asian lows, like you said. But yeah, for now, nothing definitive for now. If we just close respecting like this, I'm sort of in limbo, so I gotta wait for the 30-minute close after that one. But if we have this 15-minute flip now, if we flip close above, I'll be willing to take that. Really, I would be willing to take that. I definitely would be willing to take that. $15 for held this, push up, push down, right? Held that, push up, push down, continuation, right? Okay. Yeah, let's see what going here. So we got 1 minute left for this 15-minute closure. All right, 1 minute left for the 15 close. 193.32. One second. Yeah. 193.32. Okay, so that's these highs. Yeah. So those that is a heavy rejection area. Yeah, but you see how we've already tapped into it, right? You see how this candle has already tapped into it, right? That 193.32 level. So that's this level of rejection here, right? Which is, that's your daily. So that's a level on the daily. That's a level on the daily. That's a level on the weekly as well, right? So it's a heavy rejection area, hence why we were expecting this, you know, this reaction that we're currently seeing, right? We were expecting price to react off that level. 15-minute also just closed. We didn't close above. We're still here. So what you could do now, you could create a top wick, right? Like you said, create a top wick towards these highs, that 193.3 levels, and then continue to push down, right? But we don't really have any entries until we either close below 192.86, right, or above 193.157. Let me see. Yeah, came up, boom, drove down. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what wants to happen. Let's let price do its thing. It is a Monday. I'm not sure what that means, but I said it. It is a Monday. Yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if I sometimes I get off topic. I'll be saying one thing and then I move to another thing. But like I was saying here, right, because we've already tapped into this level, right, us coming back to that level does not now guarantee. So think of this sort of as a what are those things called, like a battering ram, right? Think of this as sort of a battering ram. So say you have that 193.32 level here be a wall, right? So think of this initial push through as a battering ram. So you sort of pushed into it, right? You opened the door, you pulled back. Now if you're gonna come back to this level, because you already have this initial push, right? Think of this wick as sort of a clean entry, right? Think of this wick as sort of not clean entries, clean range, right? Think of this wick is sort of a clean range, right? So because you've already tapped into that level, if you start to push up here again, especially after making a bottom wick at a support level, right, at a potential level of support, which is this 192.8 level, right, which as we can see on the left, price has used to drive up, right? How far we drove up, I mean, it varied, right here you drove up all the way to 193.5. here you drove up just to these highs here, right? But it is a potential support area, right? You have bottom wicks driving you up here, bottom wicks driving you up here, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens here. I might just be saying a lot. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the 30-minute close. If we don't really see anything interesting off the 30-minute close, if we just pretty much stay like this, I'll probably call it a stream, because I'm not really looking to get into fresh entries by 11, right? I'm not looking to get into fresh entries by 11. So yeah, if I don't see anything interesting on this next 30-minute closure, I think we'll call it a day. I think we will call it a day until 1 o'clock. So I don't know why I don't just save this somewhere. I don't have to write it every time. All right, c'est la vie indeed, man. All right, vibe out. We'll be back in about 10 minutes here. All right, we're back. So looking at this closure, looks like we're gonna have an uneventful closure, which means we're gonna be, that's gonna be it for us probably. Because what can happen now here is this just drives down or just tries to come down, because now you're below this level, right? Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, but nah, I prefer to be below. Yeah, I guess a 15-minute candle might do it for you. So what could happen now is you have something like this happen, right? You could see something like this happen. So on the hourly time frame or on the 30-minute time frame, it's gonna look something like this. So you close here, you have a top wick, right? Yeah, so this 30-minute opening up now, you could have something like this happen. You have a bit of a top wick and then you have a bottom wick coming down here, right? You could have something like that play out. And then on the 15, you have a bearish closure below, right? You'll have a bearish closure below, right? And then you sort of take it down, that type of thing. So with that being said, and the 30-minute just closing, respecting that level of support inside the range, all right, 15, 530. Yeah, so what I would do, I would call it a day. I'm calling it a day. I'm gonna keep on looking at this, maybe see how this 15 closes. If we have a good enough top wick and then a closure below, I'll think about it. You know, I'll consider taking that. But if not, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. All right. Appreciate y'all. Oh no, I'm waiting for the 15. I'm waiting for the 15. I'm waiting for the 15. Yeah, so we'll see how this 15-minute candle closes. You want to see a top wick? How much of a top wick? I mean, at least if we can get a top wick towards this hourly level on the 15, right? So around these levels here, if you can get that top wick and then you have a 15-minute closure below here, then I'm willing to take those sells. So yeah, I'll be right back. Yo, vibe out. Okay, 15-minute about to close. Let's see how this 15 closes. 15 closure, so 15-minute closing bullish. We're holding this support, right? Yeah, so I mean, with that being the case, we could continue to drive up here, but it's not a guarantee though. Yeah, we could continue to drive up off this 15-minute closer, but you see how you are still below this level right here. Yeah, you might continue to drive up. Came down, tap. This candle is larger than this one though. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this eventually, but for now that's gonna be it for me. I'll be back again on the charts, you know, with the 4-hour closer. I mean, this 4-hour close is bearish, you know, below some certain supports. You should be good to continue to drive down, right? So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, that's gonna be it for me, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and on to next time. Peace. Oh, sorry. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you get anything of value, if you're new to the channel. And yeah, until next time, peace.